The Cowboys exposed the Eagles and look like the best team in the NFC. But now in order to find out if them boys are actually the best team in the NFC, I need to go back and look at the film. So while I pull up this film, make sure to like and subscribe. If you do enjoy this content, man, it helps me out so much. And let's look at this Cowboys offense. Now, the first play that I want to show you guys is a really ballsy play by the Cowboys offense. They're just going to have a screen pass. They're going to let the entire defensive line of the Eagles just go right through into Dak Prescott's face. And at the top, we have a screen pass for CeeDee Lamb. At the bottom, we have a screen pass for Tony Pollard. Now, Dak Prescott throws it to Tony Pollard. Doesn't really get much on this play, but he ends up getting the first down, so it did work. But look at the top of the screen, because I actually like this option better, because you throw this to CeeDee Lamb. You have 1, 2, 3 blockers out in front with, I believe this is Brandin Cooks blocking the cornerback on the edge, and you have everyone accounted for. And on the bottom of the screen, you have to loft this ball over the arms of Josh Sweat, the defensive end, into Tony Pollard's hands. And by the time that ball gets there, because it has to loft up in the air, you're allowing these Eagles defenders to get in the play. And you can see Tony Pollard has to make something happen right here. He's a really good running back, able to get the first down, but I don't like the option of throwing it to this backside when you have this defensive end coming in your face like that. Pause. Because you have to throw it way over and you have to loft that ball. It allows all of these guys to get into the play. This is a beautiful thing to see from the Cowboys offense. KaVontae Turpin is going to get this end around handoff. And look at my receivers right now. We have Michael Gallup taking on the defensive end on this little crackback block, double teamed by the right tackle. And now we have Jalen Tolbert taking on this man. And then downfield, we have Tony Pollard taking out the linebacker. And this is just great team blocking by the Cowboys offense to allow KaVontae Turpin to not even get touched on this running play until he's well past the first down marker on a 3rd and short, by the way, and he's already in Eagles territory. This is how you have success running the ball. Another reason why this Cowboys rushing offense is so dangerous, Zach Martin and Terrence Steele on the combo block on Jalen Carter, just pushing him all the way across the field. And now we have Zach Cunningham, the Eagles linebacker. You can see he realizes Tony Pollard is trying to cut this behind the right tackle and get into this hole. So Zach Cunningham does the best that he can to try to tighten that hole by just like lunging himself into the knees of Zach Martin. Kind of a dirty play in my eyes, but it creates a tiny gap with Kevin Byard in a one-on-one situation. Tony Pollard just runs right through the freaking tackle. I mean, Tony Pollard is a really good running back. He's able to make men miss and get like 10 yards after that missed tackle. This is why the Cowboys rushing offense is so dangerous. The offensive line doing things like this against the Eagles D-line, which is one of the best in the league. And then the running backs being able to make guys miss, and everyone being in on the running game. Like the receivers are making blocks too. Now we got a 3rd and short in deep Eagles territory, and Dak Prescott has nowhere to throw to. CeeDee Lamb on this whip route going back towards the inside. Jake Ferguson on this little curl. And then we have our 2 other receivers on the outside running deep in a cover 3. Nobody's open, and now Josh Sweat is coming right in the back of Dak Prescott. He's got to roll out to this left side, and CeeDee Lamb is working with him, rolling all the way back out to this way, and you can see that he's just going to get open. And Dak Prescott, the chemistry that he has with CeeDee Lamb is so good. This results in a touchdown, and let me take this back so you can see exactly how this happened. It is kind of because of Jake Ferguson running that route right there and then working towards this right side, and it sort of results in this pick play with this Eagles linebacker having to come up more than he would like to, because Jake Ferguson is in that path and he kind of gets in the way of this other Eagles defender, like taking both of them out of the play because of Jake Ferguson taking up that space on the field. So not a pick play, but a really smart move by Jake Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott, all having that chemistry and being able to make something happen. Now we're just going to have man coverage across the board, and look at Bradley Roby covering CeeDee Lamb. He's given up so much space because he knows how dangerous of a route runner CeeDee Lamb is, and he's going to go right towards the inside. So Bradley Roby cuts this way. Psych! He plants it, goes way towards the outside, and look at how much space he created on this play. Dak Prescott dots him up in stride, and that is a big play to your best wide receiver. But CeeDee Lamb is not the only good route runner on this team. Look at Brandin Cooks against Jame Bradberry at the top of the screen. Brandin Cooks is going to start out with the outside leverage, Boom, right here, we're going to fight towards the inside, and Jame Bradberry, he adjusts and he flips his hips towards the inside. And now, once that has happened, you go back towards the outside, and it's going to trick Jame Bradberry into thinking that Brandin Cooks, the speedy wide receiver, is going to be running deep, but instead, boom, you plant the feet and you have a curl route with all of this separation. Unfortunately, though, Dak Prescott, let's look at him on this play. He was under pressure off this left side. He has to slide left on the opposite hash, and he's throwing this ball to a different curl route, Michael Gallup, who's actually interfered with on this play, so it's a positive play for the Cowboys. But if I'm Mike McCarthy, I'm looking at this, what Brandin Cooks just did, putting Jame Bradberry in a blender right here, and I'm drawing that up for next time. Now, Dak Prescott got away with one right here. Jake Ferguson, the tight end, running right up the seam. A little bit of contact right here by the linebacker, Nick Moreau, and CeeDee Lamb is running a crosser over the middle of the field, and he's going to have to get through this traffic, kind of messes up the speed and the rhythm of this play, and Dak Prescott throws it right into the hands of the linebacker on this play, because, like I said, the rhythm was messed up. Now we're just going to have Jake Ferguson and KaVontae Turpin run right up the seam of this defense, and Dak Prescott throws this one to Jake Ferguson. As you can see, behind the linebacker, in front of the safety, right into the soft spot of the defense, perfectly in stride. And what I like about this is look at KaVontae Turpin looking for action, expecting Jake Ferguson to make a tackle or make a guy miss, and I just love the effort from this Cowboys offense, man. Jake Ferguson catches that ball, and if he breaks this tackle, this man is getting blocked, and he's continuing to run downfield probably for a touchdown. Now we're just going to have a quick little hop pass to CeeDee Lamb on this play, and look at my man Tyler Biadasz, the center, going all the way into the second level in a hurry and taking out that weak side linebacker. Now we have Jalen Tolbert, the wide receiver, taking on this defender, and Tony Pollard looking for action as well. It is everyone's responsibility to get the running game going on offense, and the Cowboys take pride in it. I love to see it. Now we have a 2nd and long, and Dak Prescott is going to do a good job in the pocket right here. He's on the left side of the hash, and he wants to get this throw to Michael Gallup on the sideline, so he's going to work and slide towards the middle, step into this throw, and heave it all the way downfield, boom, right to Michael Gallup for a first down. But if I go and play this back, you might be able to see that he could have hitched this ball right here and looked towards CeeDee Lamb, because both of these defenders are now committed towards this sideline, and you just have the safety who's still backpedaling. If Dak throws this to CeeDee Lamb in this open space, I'm thinking that CeeDee catches this ball and tries to make one of these safeties look goofy and go into the end zone. I don't know. What do you guys think? CeeDee Lamb definitely would have caught that. Now, this is right before the half. The Cowboys offense are trying to score, and CeeDee Lamb is going to run right up and over the middle. He's going to take away Bradley Roby and the deep safety, as well as this linebacker is not even really in this play, because we are throwing this ball to Brandin Cooks at the bottom of the screen. One-on-one with Jame Bradberry. You already know how that's going to go. Plant that foot towards the outside, cut back towards the inside. Now he's got inside leverage. Safety was too focused on CeeDee Lamb. One-on-one, right into the chest of Brandin Cooks. Barely just down at the 1 yard line, man. And I want to show you guys how good of a throw this was, because also I want to shout out Tony Pollard right here getting the block. But then Dak Prescott ends up getting hit by this man anyway. Great balance by that Eagles defender. Throw deep downfield, perfectly on target and in stride to Brandin Cooks, man. This was great by everybody on offense. And now here's the touchdown. Look at the top of the screen. CeeDee Lamb running a flat, and Michael Gallup with that little hezzy trying to put that Eagles defender into a blender. And now he's going to slant towards the inside. Easy separation. That's not a pick play. That is just getting into the pathway of the defender. And you can see CeeDee Lamb is running this route, and now he's going to do a little whoop spin move right there, trying to get fancy with it like a trick shot. And he's going to look towards the ref. No flag. Okay, it's good. We got a touchdown. This is just so good by Dak Prescott right here. Look at him pump fake towards this left side. Boom, right there. The Eagles defender totally bites for it, and also it's a great double move by CeeDee Lamb, as if he's going to slant towards the inside, go deep on this route, and then Dak Prescott throws this ball because now he's got the cornerback beat, and the safety's the only one in the play, and it's right on the money to CeeDee Lamb. It's just dropped. You can see from this angle how this ball is up in the air towards CeeDee Lamb, and he's got both hands on it right there. Look at that freeze frame. That should be a catch, but it just slips out of the fingertips of his hands. This was a missed opportunity. And here's another missed opportunity. This is 3rd and long, and what the Eagles defense has been doing all day is just playing zone coverage. You can see on the top of the screen right here. But the Cowboys don't really run a zone beater on this play. They just kind of get Tony Pollard in space in a one-on-one matchup to try to allow him to make a play. If we take this back, and what I would rather them run is KaVontae Turpin right all the way down the sideline, and then you have this man just run towards the flat route right here underneath to take away this defender, and then you have Jake Ferguson, the tight end, run a corner route so that it takes this defender away with KaVontae Turpin, this defender away with Brandin Cooks right here towards the flat, and then you have a one-on-one matchup with Jake Ferguson already having this outside leverage towards the corner route. It would have been an easy first down for this Cowboys offense. Instead, you just try to get your best playmaker in space one-on-one against an Eagles linebacker. I mean, I don't hate that call, but I would have rather liked to see a zone beater route concept on the top of the screen. Now, we do actually have man coverage on this play. Eagles are blitzing all of these guys, and Dak Prescott has to make a decision quick. You can see one-on-one with everybody, and look at CeeDee Lamb absolutely torching his man with all of that space, leaving him in the dust. But Dak Prescott, with this man coming in his face, throws it to Jake Ferguson, kind of a tight pass, but he gets the catch, and he gets a bunch of yak on this play. Jake Ferguson, man, I think he is absolutely a dude. But if I just take this back, oh my God, he's still going. Look at this, man. If I take this back, bro, CeeDee Lamb right there, you throw that to him, he goes down all the way into the end zone because you know Brandin Cooks is blocking that Eagles defender. Either way, though, big play for the Cowboys offense. Every game, there's a couple missed throws by Dak Prescott, and you can see right here, play action pass. Look at Zach Martin, by the way. Boom! Taking out that Eagles defender. But Dak Prescott, look at the feet. He's not really throwing and stepping into this one. It's kind of like a sidearm pass, and it's way off target to Jack Ferguson over the middle. And then on this one, this is a 3rd and long. You can see he's going to have to roll out to this right side because of the pressure at the top of the screen. And he's going to throw this deep pass to Brandin Cooks. It's like a jump ball, and he's not even open. And it's just right into the hands of this Eagles safety. Not a great pass at all. And then this play right here, we're going to see he's going to do a pump fake at the bottom of the screen to CeeDee Lamb. I like the fake because the Eagles defenders fall for it. But then after it, you can see he's going to step forward with that right foot right there instead of back. And then he's going to have to take another step. So it makes this throw late to Michael Gallup over the middle, kind of like right up the seam. And that means that he's too far in front of the ball. You can see right there, he took that step forward rather than back. And now he has to reset his feet and then throw into this one. And it's just high and behind Michael Gallup because the rhythm is off because of those feet with that just one misstep right there when he stepped forward instead of backwards. Now, this is late in the game. You kind of need a first down to basically win it. And we're just going to tell our outside receivers on both sides to just get outside leverage, and that's exactly what both of them do. As you can see, both of these guys, you could throw it up to either one of them. I actually kind of like CeeDee Lamb more on this play, but this ball goes to Michael Gallup way deep down the field, and it gets there before the safety does. That is an easy catch for a big, huge gain to basically end this game for the Cowboys. So that was the Cowboys offense against the Eagles defense. Really interesting to see what the Cowboys are doing this year. But you know what else is interesting? Easton Stick, right? Against the Raiders on Thursday Night Football. Check this video out if you want to see Easton Stick.